The heelless Balance is back once again on the channel. It's time to talk WWE Money in the Bank live from the Mineyyyyyy Dome. Last time we were there, of course, WWE had their debut episode of Raw on Netflix. I almost said that the other way around. But anyways, you get the gist. You get what I'm trying to say. We have 4 matches on the card. Understandably so, because these live matches are going to go pretty long. We have a tag match to main event this show. We have a rematch from Backlash with the Women's Intercontinental Championship, which we're going to kick off with that anyways, as we have Lara Valkyria defending her championship once again against the man, Becky Lynch. Last time these two fought, very, very good battle. Very, very back and forth. A few times I thought Becky was going to win. A few times I thought that Lara Valkyria was going to win. But of course, the champion came out on top. And this unhinged version of Becky Lynch has been super fun. She's insane. She's pissed off. She's mad. She's being Bex. That's pretty much what I love about it. She's being Bex, and that's the best thing. Lara's been a very fun champion. She really has been holding her own. She's been holding her own the mic, too, against Becky. That's been really good. And their promos back and forth have been very, very fun. It's basically Lara this past week literally told Becky Lynch to shut up and basically just, stay in her lane because, the talking's over, the fighting starts. Now, of course, the champion says. And, of course, the fighting will begin because, of course, if Becky Lynch loses, she can no longer challenge for the Women's Championship as long as Lara is champion. But if Lara loses, she will be forced to raise Becky's hand and acknowledge her as the better woman. Honestly, I gotta see where this is going. I'm going to go with Lara Valkyria to retain her championship again. I know it sounds very, very far-fetched like the last time, and I was surprised she retained the last time at Backlash. I don't know. I just feeling this is where Bayley is going to return. She's going to cost Becky Lynch, and she's going to, that'll lead their match probably at Evolution, probably at maybe Night of Champions. That's going to be some World Championship shows. Honestly, I think that's where that's going to happen here. I think that Becky's going to put Lara over again for a 3rd time, and then Becky and Bayley's going to be non-championship, non-title, and stuff like that, all that jibber-jabber, and then we can carry on from that. So I think that's what's going to happen. I have Lara Valkyria retain the Women's Championship. I think Bayley's returning here, and Bayley's going to cost Becky Lynch's revenge and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going with. Lara Valkyria to retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Up next, we have a tag team match. We have Cody Rhodes, the former WWE Champion, teaming up with the World Heavyweight Champion. Main event, Yeet. Jey Uso, Yeet. To go up against the prime man himself, Logan Paul, and the WWE Champion, the last real champion. Y'all know him, we all love him, and his retirement tour is not fun so far. Big match, John Cena. Of course, at Saturday night's main event, we had Jey Uso against Logan Paul. And, of course, John Cena came out and tried to disrupt everything. Before any of that, they were at a backstage confrontation and stuff like that. Then John Cena came out, tried to disrupt everything. That's when Cody Rhodes came out. Last we saw him was at WrestleMania and stuff like that. He lost the title to Big Match John, of course. And then, of course, Jey Uso retained the world title because the referee was not down and stuff like that. And, Jey Uso, of course, is World Heavyweight Champion still. Cody's been gone since WrestleMania kind of stuff. And, they had a little back and forth this past week with John Cena, Logan Paul, all 4 of them. I had a bit back and forth. And, Logan Paul and, previously, Cody Rhodes was talking about John Cena, and shining his peacemaker out there. Ha ha ha, wink wink. Anyways, all this, I'm not really looking forward to this. The only thing I really care about with this match is the ending. Because dang well the Money in the Bank, whoever it's going to be, is probably going to be waiting in the wings. So, without any further ado, who's going to win this match? I'm going to go with... Honestly, I think that's what's going to happen. And then Logan Paul and Big Match John will beat the heck out of both of them. And that's when the Money in the Bank winner will probably maybe the Money in the Bank winner's out there at ringside. And he's going to probably choose which championship he cashes on. What if he cashes on both? Can you do that? That'd be funny. I don't think you can do that, but that'd be hilarious. Both champions are not down. And he pins both of them. Whoever the Money in the Bank winner is going to be, you pin both of them. 1, 2, 3 to become double champ. That should not happen. Do not listen to me, WWE. I know you watch my videos, but don't listen to what I just said there. Anyways, I have John Cena and Logan Paul winning. The reason is because WWE is going to be having Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia. And after that's where Cody Rhodes is going to get his rematch for the WWE Championship. And honestly, I think it begins tonight on Money in the Bank, because I think that John Cena is going to pin Cody Rhodes again. And that will, of course, lead to the rematch between those two at Saturday's main event for the WWE Championship. Heck, I see them having a trilogy. I really do. I think they're having a trilogy, honestly. And, Logan Paul, with him, I mean, maybe he runs it back with Jey Uso again. I have no idea. Like I said, I think the Money in the Bank winner is going to be waiting in the wings. Probably. This is main event in the show. But, yeah, honestly, that's what I think they're going to go with is John Cena and Logan Paul closing out Money in the Bank with the win. One world champion's going to be knocked out, is all I got to say about that. I mean, one world champion's going to be laying on the ground, and probably Mr. Money in the Bank is going to be waiting in the wings, like I said. I don't know what else is going to happen, honestly, but I do know that I think John Cena and Logan Paul are taking the win on this one. So that's why I got the WWE Champion and the Prime Dude taking the win and being the World Heavyweight Champion and Codeman. Up next, one of two Money in the Bank ladder matches. As we talk about it, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. First, to start us off, we have Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, and the newly debuted on Raw, Stephanie McCure. Man, oh man, this is a stacked, insane lineup. I know this company loves saying stacked way too much at this point, but literally, this is pretty insane. This is a big lineup here, and anyone, excluding probably one individual, maybe? Even then, I could see this individual winning. It's insane. This is insane. Let's get into it. Do I think is going to, least think is going to win, to who I think is going to win. Who I least think is going to not win, Stephanie McCure. She just got there. She's probably gonna do some more things. She literally just arrived. I could see them doing it. It's like a shock, but I don't think it's gonna happen. She's pulling double duty. She's gonna be doing the whole thing at Worlds Collide, a tag match. Take a lot of the pressure off her during the match to get her ready for the ladder match as well. So I don't think she's gonna win, and plus she will definitely win a women's championship, probably the women's Intercontinental Championship for all we freaking know. But yeah, I don't think she's winning the match, and I can go with that. Up next, we have Julia. I don't think Julia is going to win because I think she's going after the Women's United States Championship, and she'll be the one to dethrone Zelina Vega. They just had a segment this past week on SmackDown, so definitely I think that's the route they're going to be taking with that one. I really do. I think that's what the next route for Julia is going to be. Up next, we have Alexa Bliss. Now, this is an interesting one because I could see Alexa winning because of the Wyatt 6. And for all we know, it's probably where Charlotte will debut a spooky character along with the Wyatt 6 for because the Wyatt 6 did return, obviously. And we never see a little slow thing with that. And I definitely could see her probably doing something crazy. But Alexa's like my least pick-ish. But I could see it happening probably because of interference and some weird shenanigans. But I don't think she's winning. Rhea Ripley's up next. I don't think she needs it, honestly. I mean, she could literally just walk up to the champion like she's been doing for months and literally ask for a championship shot. So that's pretty much why I could deal with that one. Would I be mad if she won? No, I would not be mad if Rhea Ripley won Money in the Bank. I know a few people who will be upset, and those people are, that's fair. You're allowed to have your opinions, but I won't be too upset if she wins. All right, and my runner-up to win the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be Naomi. I know she's everyone's pick. And she is obviously my runner for a reason with her character, what she's been doing these past few weeks, how she's been terrorizing Jade Cargill and making her life a living hell, and how she's been just doing all this dastardly, devious, nonsensical shit, and it's just been insane. Honestly, give her Money in the Bank, her character and what she's been doing, honestly, and plus she put razor blades in Jade Cargill's birthday cake. That is brutal and ruthless. Who the heck does that? She does. And any other psychopath out there. But in all seriousness, Naomi, the way she's been doing everything, the way that she's been, doing this character, reward her with the Money in the Bank. Reward her. And my pick to win the Women's Money in the Bank, and I'm trying not to be super biased because I am very, very big fan of this individual. My pick to win the Women's Money in the Bank is going to be Roxanne Perez. I don't know why, but my mind is telling me for some reason, with the whole Judgment Day spiel, somehow Finn Balor, whether he does something stupid or whatever, he's going to somehow repay Roxanne back. And I think, rewarding Roxy with Money in the Bank, it's a little bit too fast. Yeah, of course it is. But I could see WWE literally doing that and being like, here you go, here's the Women's Money in the Bank. Run with it and see what we can do with it. And plus, her and Io for the title, sign me up. Sign me up. I mean, she doesn't even need Money in the Bank for that. But you know what? Screw it. My pick to win the Women's Money in the Bank this year is going to be Roxanne Perez. And there you go. And in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have our tribal chief, your tribal chief, and my tribal chief. So let's go. And I'm kidding. If he's not your tribal chief, that's completely fine. LA Knight, yeah. Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and we have the guy who beat AJ Styles and CM Punk, El Grande Americano, who is also pulling double duty at, Worlds Collide when he challenges El Hijo de Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. So that's pretty dope. Anyways, getting in this match. Least to win, favorite to win. Least to win, Andrade. Don't think it's going to happen. He's just there to do some big spots and do some pretty cool shit. That's what's going to happen with that one. It'd be cool to do if we win Money in the Bank. It would be great, but I just don't see it happening. Up next, we have Penta. Nah, don't think it's going to happen. I love Penta. I really wish Phoenix was on this card, but he's doing Worlds Collide, which is pretty cool. I really wish it'd be great to see Penta win, but I don't think it's happening. He's definitely future Intercontinental champion. He's leaving this year as champion. I hope so. But Penta's not winning. He's not winning Money in the Bank. Little bit too soon for that. Up next, we have Solo Sikoa, because I want to see the internet just riot and be pissed off if Solo were to win. And plus, I'm a Solo Sikoa fan. I like him. I think he's pretty cool. Been liking him since the NXT days, since the Street Fighter and that kind of stuff, and the whole, him just being a badass, stuff like that. And of course, he got caught up. He got was Roman's stooge and all that stuff. Of course, became the leader of the Bloodline for a while, and you all know where it happened from there. Solo's just, in my opinion, pretty funny. He's funny, he's entertaining, and I'm actually glad people are warming up to him. And it'd be great, really, and plus, him cashing on Jacob Batu would be freaking hilarious, and him, that'd be just funny. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I love Solo, don't think it's gonna happen. Up next, we have Seth freaking Rollins. Oh boy, this is everyone's pick to win here. Nothing against Seth Rollins at all. Nothing against Seth. I just don't think he needs, same with Rhea Ripley, I don't think he needs Money in the Bank. He can literally walk into the champion, which you just did, and you can literally have and I understand he has all of his goons. He has Braun Breaker and freaking Bronson and Reed. Literally, those guys can crush the World Heavyweight Champion if they wanted to, which they've already done. So literally, you don't need Money in the Bank. You have heavy muscle. You have heavy muscle stuff that you have to get a championship shot. And plus, you screwed over AJ Styles and you screwed over CM Punk multiple times. And you also have pissed off a certain legit tribal chief in Roman Reigns. So you're not winning. You are going to be in legit trouble at Money in the Bank, is all I'm going to say. Seth is not winning. I will not be upset if he does. I just personally think he needs it. And my runner-up to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be LA Knight. Yeah. I'm sure this is literally everyone's pick to win this match. It's literally in LA. Yeah. Okay, so last year we're going to hear that from me. Honestly, LA Knight, United States champion, and twice. And what else is there for him to really do outside of the World Championship? Money in the Bank. Give him Money in the Bank. They can run it with and go, yeah, in the bank. Oops, I said it again. In all seriousness, LA Knight, I think this is almost everyone's pick to win the match because, I don't know if there's much you can really do. Like I said with the others, let's have one more we can get to in a few minutes. LA Knight, him winning Money in the Bank, he already lost twice. Third time's usually the charm in professional wrestling. Sometimes the key word is sometimes. But honestly, LA Knight winning Money in the Bank would be pretty cool. Do I think he needs it? No, personally, no. But it'd be cool, the marketing and all that stuff. I don't really care for that. But just WWE, they're gonna do WWE, yeah, in the bank or whatever. Do all that shtick, and plus, the reaction would be pretty cool. Who would he cash in on? Probably the world title, obviously, or maybe they pull something stupid and have him cash in on the mid-card championship. I don't freaking know. He gets back his U.S. championship. All I do know, LA Knight wouldn't be a bad choice. I just personally don't think he really needs it. Just like Rollins, I explained who's going to go with Seth Rollins. But LA Knight, I'd be down for it. I wouldn't be upset. So he is my runner-up. And here we go, the big one. My pick to win the Money in the Bank this year is going to be El Grande Americano. Because why the heck would WWE give the fans something fun? This would not be fun, not for many people. I don't think anyone would be happy about this. If you'd be happy about this, completely fine. That's great and awesome. I think this would just be to piss the fans off and just have them leave the arena in very, very boiled rage. And since, outside of obviously the gimmicks about that, Chad Gable will be wrestling, of course, Hilo de Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. I could see WWE just being like, screw it, let's have you win Money in the Bank. Why not? Will you have a failed cash-in? Probably. He probably would have a failed cash-in, honestly, He'll climb the ladder, reveal himself as Chad Gable. Shocking. Oh, my gosh. But in all seriousness, I could definitely see them pulling this because why the heck not? they would just be dumb enough to do it, honestly. The gimmick is, the gimmick is something, is all I'm going to say. But I don't know. I just got this wild feeling. And my prediction to win the men's Money in the Bank is going to be El Grande Americano. There you go. And that is my predictions for WWE Money in the Bank. 4-match card. Should be fun. Personally, I'm looking more forward to Worlds Collide. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see the men and women's ladder matches. I don't care about the main event. And I'm very interested in Becky Lynch and Live here. So outside the main event, everything else is fine. So there's that. I'm the Heels to Balor's, and I will see you on the next one. Please do sweet like button down below. Subscribe and like this one. Follow our Twitter, Heel Balor. Instagram, Heel Balor, and I will see you all on the next one. Too sweet, and peace out, dudes.